This video was made in collaboration with the Avatar Wiki. If you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. The history of the Eastern Air Temple. The Eastern Air Temple is one of the 4 original temples of the Air Nomads, and sometime after the end of the 100-Year War became inhabited by a group of Air Acolytes. Before the war, it was one of the 2 air temples, the other being the Western Air Temple, which exclusively housed female airbenders, and it was regarded as the most spiritual of all the air temples. However, its population was wiped out during the Air Nomad Genocide in 0 AG, and the temple itself suffered severe damage. The deserted premises became inhabited by Guru Pathik for an extended period of time and served as the location where he eventually taught Avatar Aang how to control the Avatar state in 100 AG. 71 years later, the Air Acolytes had restored the temple to its former glory, and Korra came there to learn how to enter the spirit world. Welcome to the Amagi. In today's video, we're going over the history of the Eastern Air Temple. Before we begin, we publish a new video every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. In the late 4th century BG, an airbending prodigy, Jessa, was born at the Eastern Air Temple, who became a renowned airbending master at an early age. To the horror of her people, however, she eventually abandoned the Air Nomads' ways and became a crime boss in the Earth Kingdom. The Eastern Air Temple's leadership eventually disowned her. Around the same time, the temple was visited by Avatar Korra, who mostly flirted with the nuns. Centuries later, during Aang's childhood, a group of female nomads led by Sister Io were present at the temple, caring for a herd of sky bison. Among an adult bison's litter was a newborn Appa, who soon became Aang's animal guide. 6 years afterward, Avatar Aang was to be separated from his mentor, Monk Gyatso, by the elders of the Southern Air Temple, who decided to send Aang to the Eastern Air Temple to complete his airbending training, away from Gyatso's fatherly influence. However, before they could do this, Aang overheard their plans and ran away. This temple suffered a great amount of damage at the hands of the Fire Nation, after Fire Lord Sozin declared war on the other 3 nations. He used the power of Sozin's comet to kill the Air Nomads residing in the temple, the increased pyrotechnical power also setting the temple's structures ablaze. Out of all the existing air temples, the Eastern Air Temple suffered the worst damage, including the reduction of its leftmost pagoda to half its original height. 100 years after the genocide, Aang traveled to the Eastern Air Temple to meet Guru Pathik, who had been waiting for him after a vision. The Guru recently had a run-in with Appa, who fled to the temple following his capture. The Guru cared for Appa and sent him off with a letter to Aang, which stated that he could teach him how to control the Avatar state. Guru Pathik and Aang went through a series of meditations designed to open the 7 chakras. However, Aang left the temple during a process of unlocking his 7th chakra, rendering him unable to enter the Avatar state at all. Along with the other temples, the Eastern Air Temple was restored to its former glory by the Air Acolytes and Avatar Aang. In 171 AG, Tenzin and his family visited the temple as part of their vacation, intending to visit all the ancient sites after their restoration by the Air Acolytes residing there. That plan changed, however, upon Korra's arrival and transformed into a quest to help the Avatar enter the spirit world. In order to do so, Tenzin took Korra to several highly spiritual places, though none of them proved to be sufficient enough to let Korra cross over. Eventually, Jinora informed her father that she could help as she had been in contact with spirits before. To prove her claim, she told her Dragonfly Bunny spirit friends to show themselves, much to the amazement of her family. The spirits subsequently guided Korra and the others to a neglected meditation circle. However, after Tenzin performed a spiritual cleaning ritual, the group was attacked by a swarm of bat-like dark spirits that resided there. When Korra used Unalaq's purifying technique to calm the spirits, the overgrowing vegetation disappeared, restoring the site to its former glory. Korra allowed Tenzin to meditate first in hopes of crossing over to the spirit world. However, the airbending master's attempts proved to be futile, and his eldest daughter Jinora took over, successfully guiding Korra into the spirit world. However, due to problems they encountered in the spirit world, only Korra managed to return, much to Tenzin's despair. The group returned to the main section of the temple, carrying Jinora's meditative body with them, as Tenzin vowed to do whatever it took to get his daughter back. Description: Unlike the Northern and Southern Air Temples, the Eastern Air Temple is housed on 3 separate mountains, connected by bridges. Not much is known about its physical appearance, except that it was once a great temple, left decades after the Fire Nation's attacks. It has 3 pagodas, one on each mountain, with green-tiled roofs. The center mountain pagoda has a couple smaller buildings next to it. Bison Stables. The Eastern Air Temple was the former home to many flying bison, though since the slaying of the Air Nomads, the stables are home to many spider bats. Appa was born and raised here and had left his mark in the stall by biting the metal ring around the manger. When Appa visited the stables a century later, he had a flashback of his youth here, and reminiscing, he bit the ring as he had when he was young, but wound up coughing heavily. Meditation Circle. The Meditation Circle is located some distance from the main temple. The area was not known by the Air Acolytes, and due to its neglect, there was an overgrowth of vegetation and reduced spiritual connections. Following Tenzin's cleansing of the area, the group was overwhelmed by swarms of bat-like dark spirits. After Korra purified the spirits, the overgrowing vegetation disappeared, restoring the circle to its former glory. Did you enjoy the video? Be sure to tell us in the comments. And make sure to subscribe. And check out these other great videos from the Amagi. If you'd like to support me, you can also subscribe to my personal channel. See you guys tomorrow!